All right, so this is our lesson over computing unit rates associated with ratios of fractions. So number 1, here we go. Marcus is making homemade barbecue sauce. The recipe calls for 3 cups of ketchup for every 1/2 cup of mustard. So 3 cups of ketchup for every 1/2 cup of mustard. That is our given rate. Okay, so on your page, you should have this written. Given rate equals what? They gave us 3 cups for every 1/2 cup. So our given rate is 3 cups over or per 1/2 cup mustard. So I'm going to put K for ketchup and M for mustard. All right. So that's our given rate. So that is a division statement. See how we have 3 in the numerator and 1/2 cup in the denominator? That's division. So that's 3 divided by 1/2. So the way we do that is 3 divided by 1/2. Remember that we keep, change, flip. So keep, we have to write the whole number as a fraction. We write it as 3 over 1. We change the sign to multiplication, and then we flip the second number to its reciprocal. So 1/2 becomes 2 over 1. And then we multiply straight across. So 3 times 2 is 6. 1 times 1 is 1. So 3 was on top, right, when we got it? So that's ketchup. So 6 cups of ketchup is on top. Oops, cups of ketchup. For every 1 cup of mustard. Yes, there are ketchup and mustard are both in barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce is pretty much made out of every sauce that you can think of, all mixed together, and that's why it's so good. So we got the rate 6 cups of ketchup per 1 cup of mustard. Okay, so that's our unit rate because we have 1 on the bottom, 1 in the numerator. So blank, right at number 1, we have 1 cup of ketchup. No, we have how many cups of ketchup per 1 cup of mustard? When it says per cup, that always means per 1 cup. It doesn't mean just however many cups. So 1 cup. So 6 cups of ketchup per 1 cup of mustard. That is our rate. So that's what you're doing. These problems all look pretty similar to that one, so we're going to keep going. Number 2, we're actually going to skip number 2 and go on to number 3 because number 2 is a little more challenging than number 3. So, but we have to read the situation in number 2. So Omar's family recipe for za'atar includes 4 teaspoons of toasted sesame seeds per 1/3 teaspoon of pepper flakes. So that's our given rate. Remember, given rate is just the rate that they give us. Sometimes they give us the unit rate and sometimes they don't. So 4 teaspoons sesame, 4 teaspoons sesame for 1 1/3, well, for every 1/3 teaspoon of pepper flakes. So that's our given rate. So on number 3, like I said, we're skipping this box up here. Okay, we'll come back to it in a second. So number 3 says, what is the rate in teaspoons of toasted sesame seeds per teaspoon of pepper flakes? So that is looking for the unit rate. Okay, the way we find the unit rate, we do 4, we take our given rate and we divide. So we do 4 over 1/3. That means division, right? So that equals 4 divided by 1/3. Actually, I have a lot more space down here, so I'm going to move this down here. I'm moving it down here. If it will let me erase, come on. So 4 teaspoons sesame seeds over 1/3 teaspoon pepper. It's actually pepper flakes, but I'm not gonna change it. So this means 4 divided by 1/3. Remember, remember 4, we write that as a fraction, 4 over 1. Change the sign to multiplication, and then we flip the second fraction. So it's 3 over 1. So what's 4 times 3? It's 12. What's 1 times 1? It's 1. So we started out with sesame on top, so that means the 12 is the sesame seeds. Make sure we put teaspoons in there. 12 teaspoons sesame seeds per 1 teaspoon pepper flakes. All right, so when it asks you how many teaspoons of toasted sesame seeds per teaspoon of pepper flakes, that is 12. So we put 12 up here. H12. All right, when you're done with this page, go check to see that you have everything done correctly. Okay? And then move on to the next video. When I say check to see, I mean show it to me or Miss Niebuhr or whoever your teacher is and have them check to see that you have done the notes correctly. Okay? And then move on to the next video. Okay, bye.